peace for Ukraine or you reign now. Russia, just go home.
I'm still thinking of maybe a better way to help you bring peace in this world, but you must be vegan. You must be compassionate. You must be merciful to others as much as you want compassion and mercy for yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, or your loved ones and your acquaintances. You see, there are two ways, my way and your way. It's not a one-way street, that's what it means. We have to work together. Whoever works with me in your heart in any way, I will be able to help you. Whoever not, I will be, helpless, sorrowfully helpless to watch on. And my heart will be aching for you and praying for you, knowing that the way you choose, your choice, is very, very destructive for you. But then I would just have to wait until you wake up. Or maybe one day, after many, many other lifetimes, you somehow wake up and meet an enlightened master, and then that holy saint will help you. That will be a long, 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 long time. I just really hope that more and more people will turn vegan through the way we showed you on Supreme Master Television, through my heartfelt talk. My heartfelt talk will influence you and help you somehow. That's all I can hope for and pray for right now. But if you continue to want this world to be a killing field for humans, for animal people, by different means, war, disasters, pandemic, mysterious diseases, viruses, bacteria, then it shall be the way you want. All these repeated, relentless, brutal disasters, sicknesses and pandemics going on in this world are because that's the way you want it. You created it by your thoughts, by your actions, by your way of life, unmerciful way of life, consciously or unconsciously. It will breed all kinds of trouble, suffering, and sorrow, the way you are witnessing it right now in our world.
10 countries and territories were hit by severe flooding, and this all happened in a matter of 12 days. September started with a typhoon that devastated Hong Kong. Elsewhere in Libya, catastrophic flooding has killed thousands and left many thousand missing. Then there was Storm Daniel, which lashed vast areas of the Mediterranean region. It was the result of a very strong low-pressure phenomenon which converted it into a much more powerful storm. The storm brought heavy rain and flooding across the region. Scientists warn that these types of extreme weather events affecting countries all over the world may become increasingly common as the climate crisis accelerates. The huge toll of the floods also highlights the urgent need for governments to prepare for this new reality.
It's so simple just to put down that piece of animal people meat and take on the vegan protein. All the vegetables and fruit have all the protein you need, more than the piece of bleeding, rotten flesh that you are stuffing in your mouth every day. But may God bless you to be more enlightened, to be more uplifted so that you can really see it. Listening to my words is one thing, practicing it is another thing. Even some of my so-called disciples were very careless about this because they did not see the consequences right away. Only during the pandemic, then maybe they got it better. They understood more profoundly that being compassionate and merciful by choosing the vegan lifestyle is really beneficial to everyone, and most of all, themselves and their family members. But no matter what I say, to many of the humans, it's still like water that is being poured on the dead people. It will not affect them. Okay, right. So, continue to suffer then. Continue to have pain, sorrow, and sickness the way you want it. I can only pray for you that you be awakened soon. I can only pray for you that God would be ever merciful and uplift you in some way. But you see, this is the physical world. So you need to cooperate in a physical way, because in the physical world there is a different law than in heavens. In heavens, beings are not punished. Beings will never do anything against the law. There's no law in heavens. You will just do it right and correctly. But in this physical world, there are many temptations, many means to entrap the beings here to do wrong. Many situations will be created for you to commit sins. Thus, you will be punished and will be recycled again, and again. And every time you return to earth as a human being or in a physical body of animal person, for example, before that you will promise that you will do good, you will understand and you do all good things to be a noble being. But then you will be enticed, you will be trapped, you will be tricked into some situation so that you will do wrong again. You will not remember anything from before of your former life. Very difficult for any human being to remember their former lives, such you do wrong again. And if you are an animal person, you will remember more. And that's why most animal people don't do wrong. But then humans will kill them. Or even the demons sometimes will possess the animals to kill others, or to kill humans, or to injure humans. Sometimes even the very loving, gentle dogs are possessed to hurt human beings, or even their owners, due to the possession at that moment by some demons, some zealous demons or some devils, or some enemies of that human. The souls, the ghosts of the dead enemies of that human are still wandering on the planet and are still bent on taking revenge on his so-called former enemy.
Labrador retrievers are known to be docile, easygoing dogs, and they're usually wonderful around children, which is why this next story is so surprising.
A lab, perhaps the most popular family dog in America, beloved for their gentleness and love for children. Connor says he was in the front room with several other kids and Duke, the black lab, when for no reason he says the dog started biting him. His sister says she saw the whole thing.
We've been there for 2 months, and the dog knows us very well. And then the dog just acts like he doesn't know him and then just attacked him.
And that's how we have so much trouble. That's how sometimes we even hear that some dogs attack humans. But that's not the dog's fault. No, not at all. The dog people who are incarnated on this planet know very well all the time, every second of their lives, that they must be gentle and protective of humans. Only maybe in those cases when the ghosts of the so-called enemies or the zealous, powerful demons overwhelm them and they're weak, they could not fight against it. Their soul has been pushed out for that temporary moment. Then the demons or the ghosts take over. And that's why that so-called dog attacked that human. But it wasn't that dog who attacked the human. It was the demons, the ghosts in it, the ghosts of the enemies of that attacked person who took control over that dog and make that physical dog fight or hurt that human. I am always sorry to hear that anytime, because I know it's not true that the dog is the criminal. No, no, no. Oh, God, this word I can explain forever, but who will listen to me anyway? How many? That pains my heart so much. I sometimes think I have wasted my youth, wasted my time for not much result. When I was younger, I thought I could save the world. Well, I don't know if I can think like that anymore. In some moments, yes, but now I'm too busy to even think. I just try to do my best every second of my life, whatever's left of my life. In a Buddhist sutra, the Lotus Sutra, in one chapter, the Buddha mentioned the story of a very wealthy, loving, caring father who gives everything to his children so they can live in comfort, in luxury. And they had absolutely everything they needed or wanted. But then one day, the children wandered into a kind of palace, ruin, and they were playing in there. And the father saw it was burning, and he was so scared, so afraid for the children, because the children did not know that there were also numerous demons, devils inside the palace who were going to harm them at any time. So he had to try so hard to get them out by different means. But the children were so engrossed in playing and running around in that big burning palace and did not really try to understand what the father was telling them. And that is similar to this world right now, or to any time this world has been like that. Many masters came and went because they were worried. They were feeling so compassionate, so merciful toward the humans and all beings who are suffering in this ruined palace of this planet. But their time was also limited. So when they had to leave, they had to leave. No matter how much they love humans and all beings on this planet, when the time had come, they had to leave, because the makeup of the physical body is not to last forever, not like in heavens. So please consider that. Do not linger too long in this world with all kinds of temptations that will drag you down to hell or lower existence forever. Okay, there's another thing I want to tell you, in case I will not be successful in rescuing the planet with beings on it. Then many of you who don't remember God, who don't remember the Master's teaching, and who are busy yourself to the last second of your life for just physical enjoyment, pleasure, success and failure, might go to hell. Well, certainly will. So now, that's another thing I want to tell you. In that case, If you have to go to hell, I don't know when you can come out. This time it takes longer time for all the judgments to be regulated. So in case you go to hell, you must remember well that you will not die in hell or anywhere. Your soul is eternal. And God, of course, eternally loves you. Even if you have to go through a cleansing period here on earth or in hell, remember your soul will never die. Just remember that and pray with whatever might you have. You will not die in hell with all that suffering, relentless suffering measured upon you. You will not die. Just remember that. There will be a time when you get out of there. And if you get out of there, please remember God. Pray for better understanding. If even you can remember God in hell, just pray, please. Pray to God to send help, to send rescue to you, to liberate you from hell. And in this lifetime already, pray for liberation. Pray for God's blessing, mercy, and forgiveness. Pray to God to sustain you in your strength so that you remember God. And pray sincerely. Pray every day. Remember, pray every day. Save some time when you wake up, when you work, when you walk, when you eat, when you make love, when you remember at any time when you have a second of free time, pray to God so that you will be maybe spared from hell. And pray all the time. Pray in hell if you can, so that you can be helped and liberated. There are always angels in this world, in hell and also in the next. They can listen to you. If you pray, they will help you. The astral beings in the benevolent buffer zone will hear you and will come and rescue you. Just pray anytime, please pray. And pray for your dead ones and pray for your loved ones as well. Well, at least if you don't have anyone you love, pray for yourself. That's all I can tell you now. May God be merciful upon all of you. Amen. I'm still trying, but I'm not sure anymore. May you be rescued by any possible saints and sages on this planet. You need them. You need their physical help and blessing. May God be merciful to all of us. Amen.